Is live tonight outside of Chippenham Hospital. And Jasmine, are they seeing a rise in hospitalizations?
Well, Mickey and Kurt, I spoke with Dr. John Turner with HCA, who tells me right now their hospitals are not seeing a large population of COVID patients, but they're still staying prepared after what we experienced several times in 2020.
We feel prepared but cautious and concerned, I think would be how I would describe it.
Dr. John Turner is a pathologist with CJW Medical Center, remaining on the front lines of the fight against COVID-19.
We learned a lot from the first few surges that we went through, especially through the winter. So things like PPE and how to get the right testing components and things like that lined up. We learned a lot. We made a lot of mistakes, but we learned from all of them.
Turner says right now, HCA hospitals are not overwhelmed with COVID patients, but one thing remains.
We're seeing folks who come in who are sick are generally unvaccinated.
Right now, 54.5% of Virginians are fully vaccinated, a number Turner says needs to go up.
If folks can get vaccinated, they're just keeping themselves out of the hospital.
In breakthrough cases of COVID-19 in vaccinated people, Turner says there can be symptoms, but not as bad as those with the virus who are not vaccinated.
The hospital really is reserved for the sickest people, and you really don't want to be in that risk category because then you're in constant care. You may have to be intubated. You may have to take some pretty significant therapies to keep you alive. You don't want to get to that stage.
What are the lessons learned from the first couple of surges that you mentioned at the beginning?
We learned to ramp up quickly. We learned to figure out how to triage people. We learned how to keep our own staff and our hospital folks safe. We learned how to keep other patients in the hospital safe.
Taking each lesson to better protect the community and not letting up the fight against the virus.
Right now it's under control, but we're preparing for the worst and hoping for the best.
And Turner also tells me the majority of COVID cases he's seeing right now are the Delta variant. VDH says that the Delta variant is now the most common strain in Virginia. On your side and live in Richmond, Jasmine Turner, NBC.